The best way to do Upwork interviews. Hey everybody, Sinister Lex here, and today we're talking about the best way to do Upwork interviews. Before we get into that, remember to rate, comment, subscribe, click that get notification bell if you want my notifications. Also, I just launched the new Upwork interviews course over on Udemy. Down in the description, there's a coupon code link. You can get a coupon code for a huge discount on that. So if that's something you need help with, if you suck at sales, if you suck at interviews, if you suck at getting on calls and getting people to pay you high rates, then check that out because, yeah, it's good training. Now, the best way to do interviews, that's what I want to talk about this morning. I've been thinking a little bit about my processes and what I'll be changing moving forward. And you've already probably heard me say that it's not wise to do Upwork interviews in text chat. By email is not a good option. By text chat, by Skype chat, that is text, is not a good idea. The reason being, you can't get to know the client. You can't really build a relationship with them. You can't get familiar with them. And because of that reason, they're not going to pay you more. They're not going to see your true value. They're not going to give you those higher rates. So you have to get on a call. And the thing about calls is a lot of people have this fear and anxiety that builds up from these calls, these video calls. So it doesn't matter if you get on Skype or Zoom or Google Hangouts or wherever you're getting on a call at, there's this fear and anxiety that builds up just before the call. Now, this video isn't about how to deal with that. It's just something I've been thinking about that kind of reduces that anxiety, because I still get it. I still get fear and anxiety before every single call. It's still there. Some part of me doesn't want to get on the call, but you just have to do it. You have to get on the call or you're not going to make those rates. So one thing I've noticed about my calls is that there seems to be a difference between video or maybe internet phone calls versus telephone calls. So if I'm getting on a telephone call, if I'm picking up my smartphone, and it doesn't matter if it's Skype on my smartphone or just a regular phone call, if I'm talking on my phone, if that's going to be the way the call's done, I have a lot less anxiety around this. For whatever reason, it's a lot less stressful for me to be on a phone call than on a video or even an audio call that's across the internet where I'm sitting in front of my webcam. I don't know why that is. Don't ask me why it is, but what this means for me moving forward, in the future, I won't be doing any more Skype calls. I won't be doing any more Zoom calls. At least I'll try to cut those out as much as possible. I want to get people on the phone. I want to be on an actual phone call because there is just some kind of, I don't know what the difference is. There's some kind of psychological difference that makes phone calls slightly less stressful than internet calls. And I think that's something worth knowing. I don't think I mentioned this in the course because I hadn't really thought about it until now, but it's a big deal because this one simple change might change how you approach the call. It might change your confidence on the call. It might give you a little boost and make you feel better and put you in more of a position of power when you're talking on these calls so that you say more of the right things, you ask more of the right questions, you are relaxed a little bit more, which leads to the client feeling more comfortable with you and feeling more open and trusting of you so that they're willing to move forward with you. So that's just something I was thinking about today because this is a change that I'm going to make moving forward. I'm going to try and get everyone on a phone call rather than an internet or video call, and definitely rather than a chat. Let me know your thoughts on that down below. I know I've heard a few people mention that this has helped them, that they think the same thing, that phone calls are less stressful for them. But how do you feel about phone calls? Do they stress you out? Does getting on an internet call stress you out? Do you have fear and anxiety around that? Are you just the king of freaking calls and you just crush it every single time and you just feel like a bad mother? I don't know. Let me know in a comment down below. We'll talk about it. And remember, that course has launched. The Upwork interviews course is live on Udemy. We already have students enrolling, and there's a big discount code. Well, there's a link to it down below. So you'll have to click that, and you can get that discount link. Sign up if you want. I'm Sinister Lex. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.